Hey YouTube, Blastoise Rules here today, and I've got PSA returns. I believe this is round 24. It was, I believe, also the August round. So I got everything back from PSA. My subscription has actually been expired for about, I think, 2 months now. Um, and I won't be renewing that anytime soon as I've got bills to catch up on. Because that is life, you know. But, so I'm gonna go through this. We got a couple other users' cards, and then I got my own. And actually, I got a 6 card submission that I sent in as well that I'll just do at the end of this, and I'll just show them together, so I don't have to make a separate video. But PSA was very rough on grades. They there were hardly any 10s at all, actually. Other than a couple of Japanese cards, like PSA was just being douchebags. Um, I know on my own cards, the majority of what I send, the cards look perfect. Centering was perfect, zero edge wear, no scratches. You know, I mean, I pulled these myself. At least half of them should have gotten 10s. Instead, none of them did. So, it's annoying. That's why I see PSA as a waste of money, because you pay for a service for them to, grade the cards the right way, and if you're just paying hundreds of dollars a month just to get something back that hardly increases the value, it's a waste of both time and money, which are resources. So it's kind of one of the reasons I stopped grading. Well, another reason was I just don't have the money to. But we'll start with these couple users' cards. We got Luca, who sent a Mega Manectric EX Japanese. Phantom Gate came back a Gem Mint 10. So as you can see, a couple of Japanese got 10s, but for the most part, that was it. And then we have Pokemon PSA Collector 12, who sent me 15 cards. He sent a Cradilly EX English from Team Magma vs. Aqua. This came back in 8. A Shining Magikarp from Neo Revelation came back in Mint 9. This was a pretty nice grade. Have a first edition 1 and a 9 myself. Very cool card. This is, I'd say, out of the whole everything sent here, this is probably the one card that I'm the most jealous about. It's a first edition Rockets Mewtwo from Gym Challenge. Just finding a first edition copy is near impossible, let alone a mint one. So he got a mint 9 on this. I know I've got a couple unlimited ones, but I don't have a first edition one yet. I believe it's like a 20 or 25 or $30 card just ungraded, so, it's quite valuable for an old school holofoil card. Giovanni's Nidoking, Gym Challenge as well, came back a 9. That was first edition as well. Japanese Shining Magikarp. These are, I think, considered secret rares. They're very valuable. They hover around the $100 or so price range. But you can see that special sparkly pattern there. It goes throughout the whole entire card. It's gorgeous. That came back in Mint 9. So as you can see, even because, it's Japanese, it still came back a 9. I know I sent some Japanese Wizards of the Coast pack fresh hollows months ago, and a couple of submissions they came back with a ton of 9s when they were brand new, like as mint as can be, and they still gave them 9s. So, PSA must have hired some new person who's a douchebag or something, because he just doesn't give out 10s. You got a Tyranitar, first edition Neo Discovery, I want to say. Neo 2. Very hard to see that first edition symbol, but it's there. This one came back in 8.5, near mint. Would be cool to see a mint one of these. I'd like to get a mint one myself, a PSA 9 at some time. Gorgeous card. That red and black background with the green Pokemon is just pretty incredible. There is a little bit of edge wear around the edges and stuff, so. A Lugia EX Unseen Forces came back a near mint 8. Have this one myself in a 9. This one, yeah, it had some dings on the corners. You can see the white now. Surprised that didn't come back a 7, actually. Magma vs. Aqua, Suicune EX, mint 9. This one's gorgeous. I have a Japanese one graded. I don't think I ever graded the English one. I'm not sure. But that's a fantastic card. I absolutely love Suicune. It's definitely up there in my top 5 or so favorite Pokemon. So, Shining Steelix, near mint 8. Neo, Destiny. These are gorgeous cards, but really hard to find mint copies nowadays. Yeah, a little bit of whitening. Plus, you could see that there's like it's lifted there. Right on that corner. Charizard, Gold Star, near mint 8. This one. A little bit of edge wear and scratching on it. It's not terrible. Obviously, a near mint 8 is still a pretty good grade, especially on something that valuable. That card's like 125, 150 bucks now, just ungraded. Shining Gyarados, Neo Revelation, Unlimited Edition, mint 9. Gorgeous card, very nice grade. That red Gyarados there. We've got Dark Alakazam from Team Rocket, first edition holofoil. This one came back in 8. As you can see, the PSA, I told you, is being very picky. Yeah, what the hell? That card looks mint to me. I don't even see edge wear on it. There must have been a few scratches on the holofoil, because they've definitely been downgrading for that, which is annoying. Like, I'll show you one of my own cards in about 5 or so minutes, and I'll explain it. But Raikou Gold Star came back a mint 9. And Suicune Gold Star as well. Came back a 9. Suicune beats mine. I've got an 8 on my own. And then my Raikou's the same grade at a 9. These are not valuable anymore. There's a guy in the Netherlands who has 1,000 copies of each of the legendary dog Gold Stars. It's ridiculous. He was selling them like crazy. I was actually going to buy a set, and now he's not selling them except for graded copies anymore. So, kind of annoying. He completely flooded the market and then killed the market on them. They went from $100 and something a piece, ungraded, to like 30 to 40 a piece. best card was actually the last card in the submission for Pokemon PSA Collector 12 here. It was a Dark Gyarados holofoil. This is not pre-release. Regular holofoil. It came back a Gem Mint 10. That's going to be a valuable one. Probably worth a couple $100 there, I would think. Absolutely flawless and gorgeous card. Little jelly of that one too, bro. It's nice. It's hella nice. So, next we got my own cards. Let's, I guess, get started and not take 6 years to show these. So, I sent 3 Japanese. Full Art Mewtwo, the X version from Blue Shock, Japanese. Gem Mint 10. You know, it's Japanese, came back a 10, like they typically do, for the most part. Really love that card, though. It's part of my collection now. Beedrill EX, Premium Champion Pack. These are reverse holofoil as well. Like, the picture, I don't even think is holofoil. It's pretty cool. And the Mega Beedrill. Same thing. Both 10s. But you see an ending to that right now that we get into English cards. Lugia Neo Genesis. Alright, battery switched. So as I was saying, Lugia Neo Genesis. Bought this card as a single off of eBay. I was watching these like a hawk, checking eBay 8 times a day for these. Actually, it seems like they're just completely gone now. I got lucky one day. I think I paid like $40 for this ungraded. It said near mint. It looked mint by the pictures. The only flaws are a couple scratches on the holofoil. So other than that and being off center, because it's a really thick border on this side, but that's printing. You can't do anything about that. Really gorgeous card. Absolutely love it. Had one that I pulled from a booster box as a kid. I was like 12 years old for Christmas. Ended up trading it to my friend who still has it. I brought it up that he should sell it to me, and I don't think he wants to get rid of it. But, oh well. Look at that foil pattern. I absolutely adore this card. Came back an 8 though. Because of the centering and the few scratches on the holofoil. I'm going to leave that there, actually. I love that card. And then I think from here on, they were all straight 9s. So I sent some full arts and stuff. All of these cards are perfect condition. Like, they couldn't have gotten any more perfect. We got a Gardevoir full art. And Primal Clash. Like, there's no edge wear. They gave them all 9s. Like, it makes no sense. Kind of really pissed me off. Just a waste of throwing money away like that. Mega Gardevoir, same thing. Flawless card, 9. Because PSA are douchebags and they like us to throw money away. Mega Gallade, Roaring Skies. These look really nice encapsulated as well. Full art, 9 once again. Mega Latios, same set. Gave it a 9 once again, even though it's perfect. Like, I pull these cards out, I completely search them over. These cards I had set aside for months to get graded, and when I finally send them in, they give them all 9s. That really pisses me off, guys. Because, I mean, think about it. How many cards did I send? Like 15 or something? 2, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I sent 12. So that's about $100 right there that I spent to grade those. Just to give them all nines. Just that's money thrown away. Not even joking. Like, or 12, 13. So yeah, even more than $100. It sucks. I mean, yeah, I increased the value of them by 1.5 times a piece if they get nines, but if you're gonna grade cards, grade them right, guys. If a card's deserving of a 10, and don't tell me that these aren't, because I guarantee you they are. They are as flawless cards as you can possibly get. Like nothing. Alright, that one's a slightly off center on the back, a little thicker on the left. But it still falls into the 75-25 or whatever that it needs to be. There's zero edge wear. There's obviously no scratches. I would have never sent anything in if it wasn't a perfect card. But that's a Scizor. It goes nice with my Mega Scizor. Full art from the same set. An Alakazam EX from Fates Collides. Yeah. So, the rest of these, I sent in some other Fates Collides cards in the previous order. All of them came back Gem Mint 10s, except for the Mega Alakazam Full Art that had a ding on it that I knew was going to be a 9. This is another card from that same submission that I was going to send, that I pulled out to send later, and they gave it a 9. Card's perfect. Perfect. Nothing wrong with it. The other 6 they gave 10s. And you give this a 9. Why? Why do you do that to me? Like, I don't care if you want to meet the, oh, we can't give this many 10s. If a card deserves a mother effing 10, give it a mother effing 10. Come on. Glaceon Full Art. Same set. Got the 10 on the Umbreon. Got the 10 on the Secret Rare Alakazam. Got the 10 on the Alakazam Full Art. No, the Glaceon, just as mint and perfect as the other ones, got a mint 9. I'm sorry if I sound pissed in this video, guys. Because I am. Like, PSA needs to stop screwing with us. If I pay for something, I expect it to get what it deserves. Like, do you want to throw money away? Because I don't. I don't have money to throw away, guys. I got bills up the ass. Like, student loans from college. I even plan on going back because my life sucks because I work in retail, not making enough money to even pay my own bills off. I've got a credit card that is pretty close to max because of all this grading that I've been doing for you guys. All the money, it came out of my credit card, so for the past 8 months, I get charged interest on a monthly basis, which now is up to $40 to $50 a month. So any money that I ever made on grading is gone. I lost it. On top of other stuff. So it's a waste. It really is. Like, I did this as a service to help you guys, and I just got screwed over by it. That's why I'm not grading anymore probably for another 6 months, if not longer. I don't know how long exactly. It all depends on my financial situation. If I can get caught up, if I can actually, do a send-off once every 3 or 4 months, I'd be more than happy to do it. But I got a lot of money to come up with first, so here's a Charizard EX. Generations. I have one of these that graded a 10 in a previous submission. This one is as mint as that one. Should have gotten a 10. They gave it a 9. So right there, with that card, that's $200 I'm out of. That $200 from selling that duplicate could have helped me get back on track. But no, instead I get kicked in the ass instead. It sucks, guys. It really does. Here's a Jolteon. Perfect card. They gave it a mint 9. Jolteon EX from Generations. When I say perfect, I mean perfect. Like a 10 out of a 10, flawless. Do you see a single nick on the entire card anywhere? Anywhere. There is none. Tell me why those don't grade 10s. I don't understand. You know, I'll even show you this on top of that. So, that's it for those cards. I sent a 6-card submission for my collector's club thing right before it expired. I actually sent these together. So I'm just going to do the video together. Mega Venusaur EX, Generations, English. Was hoping for a 10 on one. This one got a 9. I think I have 2 of these in 9s now in English. This one... You know what? I don't see it. I thought it had a tiny dot on it somewhere, but I don't see it. So, I don't know. Was hoping for a 10. Mega Blastoise, finally, you know, got a 10 on one of these. About damn time. Definitely keeping it. I mean, this is my boy right here. Super Turtle Man. Still don't have the Mega Venusaur or Mega Charizard in 10s, though. Yep, my friend has the Mega Blastoise and Mega Venusaur in 10s, and both of them are deserving of 9s because they have a tiny bit of edgeware on them. See, like, it makes no sense. They grade cards that deserve 9s 10s, and cards that deserve 10s 9s. That is not consistent. That is not how grading is supposed to go. Here, we'll even get into this. This Charizard EX, gorgeous card, don't get me wrong. I absolutely love it. Was expecting a PSA 8 on it because it has edgeware on it. They gave it a Gem Mint 10. Are you kidding me? Look at the back of it, guys. You see the edgeware on there? Because there's quite a bit of it. Maybe. I say quite a bit. I mean, it's not a ton, but it's on the corners. It's a little bit on the sides. But they gave this a Gem Mint 10. A card deserving of an 8 at best. They gave a 10. Why? Because they don't know how to do their job. That's why. They don't even bother looking at the cards. They're just like, oh, it's English, I'm going to give it a 9. It's Japanese, I'm going to give it a 10. I swear, that's all they do. They don't even look at them anymore. Maybe some graders do, but other ones just, I don't even think bother. I don't know if they don't like us or something. I've really never had problems with PSA other than them not fairly grading my cards half the time. There's times when I get the grades I deserve one month, and then the next month I get grades that are wacky, like giving me a PSA 8 on a Pack Fresh Full Art Mega Tyranitar EX from Ancient Origins. Like, that makes no sense. The cutting was a little off on the top of it, but that's how it was cut. Like, I can't do anything about that. It was a flawless card from a pack, and you gave it an 8. It deserved at least a 9. Here we got a Crystal Nidoking. Gem Mint 10. Absolutely gorgeous, if I can get this to show. I don't know if it'll show that holofoil pattern there. Unlimited edition. Thought this was going to hit a 9 for a couple tiny spots of lightning, but I guess not, because it's Japanese. Like this. Absolutely beast of a card. Latios, First edition Gold Star. Ridiculously expensive card. Like, I don't know, $1,500 to $2,000 probably. Maybe $1,000 at lowest. So we got it. It's gorgeous. They gave it a 10. It doesn't deserve a 10. Why? Why, you ask? Let me see. Where'd it go? Either way, it's hard to see. There's edgeware on the top up here. It was plain as day when I bought the card from a friend of mine, who gave it to me for a steal, by the way. I think he lost money on it. Thank you, Pokemon Syndicate, for that. Gorgeous card. As much as I could sell it to make money back, I don't want to sell it. Because how many of these Engemment 10 are there in the world? There's probably like 7, maybe. It's insane. In first edition, by the way. The unlimited versions are way cheaper. So that one should have probably gotten a 9. This one, this Regirock Gold Star right here. First edition, another very expensive card, like $100 plus ungraded. Took me forever to get one. I won one at auction. This one, I think it was like at auction. It cost me like $65 or something. I got lucky one day. Mint 9 they gave it. Why? I don't know. There's no lightning. There's no scratching. No edgeware. At most, maybe it's missing a little bit of its gloss. I highly doubt it. But to me, it looks like a perfect card. They gave this one a 9 and not a 10. Yet they gave this one a 10 and not a 9. Tell me how that makes sense when they should have been flipped for grades. I don't understand that. PSA, you suck. Do your job or close down your company. Because me, as the consumer who's the one sending in the cards to get graded, I want something that's consistent. Something that doesn't, you don't give me a PSA 8 on a card that deserves a 10, or a PSA 9 on a card that deserves a 10. Or to some of these cards, a PSA 8 on a card that deserves a 6, or whatever. Like, it just doesn't make any sense. I swear, I know your grading practice is better than you guys do. And I know there's others of us out there too. Like this card. I mean, other than this, the centering's perfect on the back, by the way. It's a little off on the front, but that's how it's made. So the card should have gotten a 9. Even if it had a couple tiny scratches on the hollow foil, it should have gotten a PSA 9. They gave it an 8. It sucks, guys. That's my rant. That's my PSA returns. For the 3 users who have cards from, if you didn't send me your addresses yet, send me a message. I'll get these out. Really going to try to get these out this weekend, or by this weekend, as I'm on vacation from work and I go back Sunday to third shift, which sucks. So, yeah. As you can tell, I'm stressed out. PSA pisses me off. That's why I haven't been grading. Well, other than not having money, too. But, yeah. Just seems like a waste, guys. For cards that they're going to give 9s that are worthy of 10s. I mean, because each PSA 10 that I miss out on a full art is $200 gone. Like, minimum 200. That's crazy. Because I know for a fact that some of these should have gotten 10s that didn't. Like, at least half of those 13 that I sent should have gotten 10s. I was pushing towards just about all of them, but people make mistakes on a few here or there, but all of them, no, that makes no sense. So, without further ado, I'm not going to waste any more of your time. Have a great day, guys. Sorry for the rant, but I had to get this off my chest. Let's show PSA this video so they can fix their problem because they piss me off. Bye.